Good morning to all of you. So yesterday already we discussed regarding this magnetic field pattern in case of different shapes of a conductor wire. So number first shape, a straight conductor. In that straight conductor we found that the magnetic field pattern is very interesting. The magnetic field pattern is concentric circular loop, and pattern is concentric circular loop, but what about direction? To find out the direction of that magnetic field pattern, which rules we are using? We are using Maxwell's right hand thumb rule and Maxwell's corkscrew rule. What is Maxwell's right hand thumb rule? Like this, just like a best of luck. So this thumb shows the direction of current, and here thumb shows direction in which direction? Upward direction. That means whenever current moves in upward direction, in that case, the remaining fingers, this remaining finger shows the direction of magnetic field lines. So these fingers moves in anti-clockwise direction. What is the next rule? Maxwell's left hand rule. Another word is there, Maxwell's corkscrew rule. What is the rule? Just like this. So thumb direction is downward, remaining fingers direction is in clockwise. So what does it mean? Whenever current moves in downward direction, remaining fingers, that means magnetic field lines, moves in clockwise. So in that case, we found magnetic field pattern concentric circular loop, and the direction of that concentric circular loop, is it in clockwise or it is in anti-clockwise? That is depends on the direction of current which is flowing through that straight conductor wire. That is depends on terminals of the battery. If we reverse the terminals of the battery, then definitely direction through that straight conductor will be reverse. Second shape, circular loop. In that also we observe that the magnetic field pattern is remains same. That means only concentric circular loop, because whenever we are going to fix that cardboard sheet in circular loop, the point of contact between cardboard sheet and the conductor wire or the circular loop is just like a straight. That's why the pattern in circular loop also same, that is concentric circular loop. That means two different shapes, straight conductor, circular loop, but pattern is same. And direction, after all, it is depends on the direction of current. So many more students, most of the students send me one message on my WhatsApp regarding, sir, what about the magnetic field pattern in case of center in a circular loop? And one more question is there on my WhatsApp, sir, what about that magnetic field pattern? Is it in rotating continuously or that pattern is in the rest position? Actually, whenever, in that case, whenever we spread magnetic field, whenever we spread the materials, magnetic materials, so iron materials, which is in small size. So in that case, that iron materials, which is in small size, they arrange themselves in that pattern. That means they are stable. Once they form the pattern, they are stable in that pattern, not in rotation. Understand? Next one, at the center of the circular loop, that iron materials forms just like a straight manner at the center. Why? Because on one side anti-clockwise magnetic field lines, on another side clockwise magnetic field lines, so equal and opposite force. So that's why at the center of a circular loop they cancel out each other, because equal and opposite force. So because of that, at the center straight magnetic field lines are present. So we got in circular loop two types of magnetic field patterns. That is, one is concentric circular loop on both sides, on left hand side and right hand side, and one more at the center, straight line. Now next one, already we discussed definition regarding the solenoid. This is the third pattern. So this is the diagram. What is this? Suppose I am giving here name A, B. Okay. So many numbers of turns are there. So I'm writing here, what is this? This is nothing but the numbers of turns. Then what is the definition for this solenoid? So here AB, this coil, it is a simple word, that is coil. This AB coil is said to be a solenoid. So what is the definition? Solenoid is a long coil. First of all, it is in long in size. So solenoid is a long coil which consists large numbers of turns. Let's check now how many turns are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe 100 turns, maybe 1000. It depends on the length. So solenoid is a long coil which consists large numbers of turns and which is made up of a copper wire. Which is made up of a copper wire. Copper means that is simply conductor. So this is the definition of solenoid. Now, yesterday I asked you one question. So what is the method? So to find out this magnetic field pattern in case of solenoid, as we already seen in case of circular loop and in case of straight conductor, to find out magnetic field pattern, at that condition we are using that cardboard sheet and small materials of iron. But very bigger question, what about solenoid? Is it possible to use cardboard sheet here? Why I am asking this question for you? Because solenoid structure is very compact. Large numbers of turns are there. So large numbers of turns are there, structure is too compact, then how it is possible to fix cardboard sheet inside a solenoid? Is it possible? So what is the answer? Answer is no. It is impossible. So by using cardboard sheet or by using small materials of iron particles, we are unable to find out the magnetic field pattern in case of solenoid. Then what is the next solution? We have to find out. This is the third step of a conductor. So let's see, here one bar magnet is there. So initially in our first lecture, we saw the properties regarding this bar magnet. What are the properties? The first property is the magnetic field lines in the surrounding area, they travel from North Pole to South Pole. Correct. Second one property is they travel from South Pole to North Pole, but from what? From inside a magnet. And third one property, two magnetic field lines never cross. Two magnetic field lines never cross to each other. So let's see, but this property we found by using one method. Which method? This is a bar magnet. So you do one thing, you place small in size magnetic composite in surrounding area. So for an example, this is first magnetic composite. This is second magnetic composite. This is third magnetic composite. In this way, you keep this magnetic composite downside also. So again, fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth. So let's see, in magnetic composite, you know very well, one needle is present like this. And this arrow or the tip of the needle always shows which direction, that is north direction. This tail of the needle always shows which pole, that is south pole or south direction. So let's see, suppose in this magnetic composite, two poles are present. But in case of bar magnet, here north is present. So which pole get attracted here? Definitely south. So I am drawing here. So this is south and this is north. And this north pole always gives us what? Direction of magnetic field. Now again in the second magnetic compass needle, again two poles are there. So here is north, so definitely south get attracted. So we got such type of construction. Okay, now again same thing here, again two poles. So here south, here north. So let's see at last north south opposite poles. That means attraction. So let's see, this north pole always shows the direction of magnetic field. In this way, the magnetic field lines, they travel from north pole to south pole in surrounding area. This is finalized. You check once on downside. So here again two poles. So north pole is there, south get attracted. So here is south, here is north. Same way here again, north, south, same way here. This is north, this is south. So according to north direction, this pole is shows always direction of magnetic field. So magnetic field lines moves in this direction because north, here is also north, here is also north. That means what? This magnetic field lines move from north pole to south pole in surrounding area. So in this way, we are satisfied here two properties. Sorry, one property, that is they travel from north pole to south pole in surrounding area. But what about this second property? Again, you place here small magnetic compass needles. So let's see. Suppose this is first needle, second, here is third. So again in this magnetic compass needle, two poles are there. So south pole means definitely north pole get attracted. So this is north south. Same thing in case of this, south is there, definitely north get attracted. So north south. Now here again two poles inside a magnetic compass needle. So in a bar magnet here presence of north pole is there, then which pole is get attracted? South. So I am drawing this construction. So north means here south. So here is north. So always north pole is showing direction of magnetic field lines. Let's see. So this direction is like this. Correct. So in this way, they travel from south pole. They travel from south pole to north pole, but from inside a magnet. So in this way, these two properties we are able to satisfy, but by using what? By using magnetic compass needle. So this same method we are going to implement on this solenoid. Why? Because solenoid structure is too compact and we are unable to use cardboard sheet and iron fillings, all small material of iron fillings in case of solenoid. So because of this, we are going to apply this method. So you do one thing, you keep here small or teeny magnetic compass needle in the surrounding area of solenoid. So finally it found that in case of solenoid, the magnetic field pattern of solenoid is similar as compared to bar magnet. That means what? In case of solenoid also, the magnetic field lines, they travel from north pole to south pole in surrounding area. Second, they travel from south pole to north pole inside a solenoid. That means this magnetic pattern is similar in case of bar magnet. So bar magnet is equivalent to solenoid. So here that is equivalent. So this is the result. So in case of solenoid, without using cardboard sheet, without using iron materials, we are able to find out this magnetic field pattern. And magnetic field pattern in case of solenoid is same as we compare with bar magnet. So what is the pattern? That two patterns, that is north to south in surrounding and south to north inside a magnet. Now very important, strength. I'm writing here strength of a magnetic field. So in case of solenoid, strength of magnetic field is depends on number first. Listen carefully and understand this concept. Is directly proportional to current. What does it mean? If suppose current V increases, definitely strength of magnetic field is increases. This is very simple. Because according to scientist Oersted, current only producing magnetic field. So this is very simple, that is directly proportional to current. Now I am writing second factor. So strength of magnetic field is directly proportional to, very, very important, that is number of turns. Numbers of turns. So how? If suppose here numbers of turns is 100, and in the second case we are going to increase the numbers of turns, that means 200. It means that in the second case strength of magnetic field is strong according to this factors. So how it is? Because number of turn means conductor wire. If suppose we are going to increase numbers of turns, so definitely from that turn current is going to pass, and if current is going to pass from that turn, according to scientist Oersted, that turn is also creates magnetic field. If suppose 100 turns we increases, then from that 100 turns also current is going to pass, then that 100 turns also contribute some amount of magnetic field. That means total magnetic field definitely increases. So that's why this is also directly proportional to numbers of turns. Now third one is inversely proportional to the gap between two turns. So inversely proportional to gap. ये gap क्या है? सपोज सोलेनाइड बनाने के वक्त सपोज नंबर्स ऑफ टर्न सब बना रहे हैं, सपोज क्या हो गया, सपोज पहला टर्न लिया हमने, कंप्लीट किया, तो सेकंड टर्न लेने के समय क्या हो गया, दो टर्न के बीच में थोड़ा गैप रह गया, some gap is there. So what is the third factor? It is inversely proportional to the gap between two turns. How it is? अगर गैप रह गया तो डेफिनेटली अवर स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड रिड्यूस्ड. इफ सपोज जो गैप छूट गया बेटा, उसमें अगर और 5-6 टन बैठ जाता, तो वो जो 5-6 टन है वो भी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएट करता. करेक्ट? दैट मीन्स दिस फैक्टर इज करेक्ट. So there are three factors, and on these three factors the strength of magnetic field of a solenoid is depends. So number one is that is directly proportional to current, second one is directly proportional to number of turns, and third one is inversely proportional to the gap between two turns. So this is very, very important